The Nutty Putty Cave is a hydrothermal cave located west of Salt Lake City, Utah. It was discovered in 1960 by Dale Greene and became a popular destination for spelunkers and adventure seekers, attracting thousands of visitors each year. The cave is known for its winding system of passages and tight, cramped spaces that required visitors to crawl and wriggle their way through. Despite its popularity, the cave has also been the site of several accidents and incidents, including the tragic death of 26-year-old John Edward Jones in 2009. John and his brother Josh, along with their family and friends, had planned a bonding trip to the Nutty Putty Cave before Thanksgiving. They had explored several caves together as a family, but the Nutty Putty Cave was known to be the tightest and most challenging of them all. The group entered the cave around 8 p.m. on November 24, and soon after, John and Josh decided to venture off on their own to locate the birth canal. John found a small opening and began to wriggle through, but the walls surrounding him quickly became more and more claustrophobic. He soon became stuck, upside down, with his arms pinned against the rock. Josh found John and tried to pull him out, but with only a small part of his brother's legs reachable, he could only shift him a few inches. Josh then rushed to the exit and called 911, leaving a friend with John as he did so. By the time rescuers arrived, it was pitch black both inside and outside of the cave, and it was going to be a long night. Over 100 people were on the scene by 8 a.m., all trying to come up with ideas to free John from the cave. The rescue attempt was a challenging and difficult operation, as the Nutty Putty Cave was so small that only one person could be with John at a time, and the rescue group's equipment was limited. They attempted to drill some rock from around John, but after an hour of drilling, only 6 inches of rock were removed, not nearly enough to move him. They then tried tying a rope around John's leg and pulling him out, but the effort caused him to scream out in pain. The rescue team managed to get an oxygen hose down to John and provide him with oxygen, water, and Gatorade, and they even rigged up a radio so he could speak to his pregnant wife Emily, who was waiting outside the cave. However, time was running out for John, as being stuck in that position for a prolonged period of time could be fatal. The heart would need to pump the blood out of the brain twice as fast, resulting in fluid on both the lungs and the brain, and the rest of the organs would be pressing down on the lungs, making it difficult to breathe. Within 10 minutes, being upside down could be fatal. Despite the efforts of the rescuers, tragedy struck as a piece of equipment broke during the operation. The rock-the-pulley system was attached to had cracked, causing Ryan Schertz, the rescuer next to John, to partially sever his face and sustain a small concussion. John slipped back into his original position with his head down at a 60 or 70 degree angle, and rescuers were very worried. After several more attempts to free him, it became clear that John would not be able to survive much longer. The decision was made to suspend the rescue attempt and focus on recovering his body.